Hi, I'm Liz Crosby, and I'm a yoga instructor at Cal Poly Recreation Center. And today we're doing a feel-good flow. So no props needed, just your body and your yoga mat. Feel free to modify as you so choose throughout the practice. Honor your body, to thine own self be true. And feel free to add variations as well, as long as you're practicing ahimsa and lovingly expanding consciousness in your microcosm. Let's get started in tabletop pose. Grounding down through the palms and the shins. Inhale as you melt the heart forward and up, sit bones reach up, gaze up. Exhale to round and spine, gaze at navel. Inhale as you peel the chest forward and up. And exhale to round. Take it into your bear pose. Hip circles, shoulder circles. Opening up the spinal column. Connecting your breath with your movements. When you're ready, puppy dog pose, anahatasana, heart chakra pose. Knees back, hands forward, hips stacking directly over knees. Melt the heart down towards the mat. Re-extend the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Maybe forehead to mat, chin to mat, or maybe eventually the whole chest reaches the ground. Those of you super deep back benders out there, maybe tuck the toes, pressing down through big toe mounts. Lift the knees up, totally optional, but so delicious. Gently release the knees back down to the earth. Roll the spine forward into your Sphinx pose. Egyptian cat. Pressing down through the forearms, elbows stacking underneath shoulders. Broaden across the collarbones. Drop right ear towards right shoulder. Let chin roll through chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Moving from side to side. Pausing wherever you feel good. Opening and sending breath in. Back through to center. Now extend the arms forward, palms facing towards one another. Right arm, left leg lift, engaging the back of the core, the muscles that run along the vertebral column, and switch. Left arm, right leg lift. So crucial for the practice. Switch, right arm, left leg lift, and switch, left arm, right leg lift. Beautiful, both arms, both legs lift. Now cactus the arms, press down through fingertips. Keep the engagement in the legs, even though the legs may come to the mat. Puff the chest, broaden across the collarbones. Serpent's pose, drop right shoulder, gaze over your left. Inhale through center, exhaling to twist. Moving side to side, pause wherever you feel a good stretching sensation. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Back through to center as you inhale. And exhale to slowly release the spine back down. Hands come behind, back, interlace. Press palms together, reach hands back behind. Keep the engagement in the back of the core. Release your interlace, hands slide underneath shoulders. Add strength of arms, press down through palms, wrap elbows in, roll shoulders back. Puff chest, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Tuck your toes, hips rise up and back, downward facing dog pose. Hands shoulder distance, feet hips distance. Walk it out, bending one knee and then the other. Allow the hips to shift from side to side, breathing into the calves, the hamstrings, the lower back. Now walk the hands back to the feet. Allow for a liberal bend in the knees. Grab opposite elbows. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Releasing in the cervical spine. Release the hands down. Right hand plants. Bend right knee. Sweep left arm up. Twist the spine open. Gaze at the left fingertips. Now this is optional. You can reach the left hand back for the right thigh half bind. Right arm can thread through the legs and reach back for the full bind. Just go as far as feels comfortable, honoring your body. Wherever you can comfortably breathe life force energy into new space. Then gently release. Left hand plants, bend left knee, sweep right arm up, twist the spine open. Gaze is at the right fingertips. Right hand can reach back for the left thigh. Maybe left arm threads through for the full bind. Deep Ujjayi breath, send it in. Gently release. Both hands back down to mat. Inhale as you peel chest forward, find some length, arch your spine. Now walk it back out on your fingertips. Gecko hands. Once you arrive, flatten the palms. Surya Asta Bandha sun hands. Now lift your heels. Tiptoe the feet all the way to the front of the mat. Arrive in a forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, peel chest forward, find length, arch spine. Step the left foot back, left knee lowers. Untuck toes. Sweep the arms up for your low crested pose. Expand across the heart center. Broaden across the collarbones. Exhale, the hands come down to the mat. Straighten through your right leg, come onto the heel of the right foot. Reach the toes back towards your face. Inhale as you find length, exhaling to forward fold it. Breathe into the right hamstrings. Maybe tuck the left toes, slide the hips back for your half Vajrasana. Breathing into the sole of the left foot, opening up the arches so we can pull more energy up through Pada Bandha. Again, Pada Bandha is like a suction cup with the foot. Rebending in the right knee. Now, tuck the left toes if not tucked already. Lift the left knee up. Left hand plants instep of the right foot. Inhale, right arm sweeps up, open-hearted crescent. Gaze is at the right fingertips, twisting the spine open in space. Rotate onto the outer edges of both your feet. Let the left hip dip. You can reach the right hand back behind you. Lift up out of the left shoulder to intensify. Both hands to the instep of the right foot. Come onto the heel of the left foot for your Skandasana. Now walk the hands back and forth from side to side. Hands can stay grounded on the mat, especially for this first round as we gently open up space in the lower half. Preparing for our standing postures, and then walking the hands over to your left foot. Frame left foot with your hands. Right knee lowers, untuck toes, sweep arms up, low crescent pose. Expand across the heart center. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Straighten through your left leg, half splits. Inhale as you find length of the spine. Exhale as you fold deeper. Maybe tuck right toes, slide hips back, half Vajrasana. With your Ardha Hanumanasana, deep breaths into the hamstrings. Then opening up the arches of the feet. Rebending in the left knee. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee up, right hand plants. Inhale, left arm sweeps up, open-hearted crescent. Rotate onto the outer edges of both feet. Let the right hip dip, left hand can reach back behind you. Breathe into the IT band. Intercostals. Psoas. Both hands to the instep of the left foot, come onto the heel of the right foot. And again, you can walk the hands back and forth from side to side. Or if you'd prefer, again, really tune in to your pelvic floor. Be patient as those muscles come in. Maybe float the arms up. Pull back the bow and arrow. Walk the hands over to your right foot. Step left foot forward to meet right foot front of mat. Inhale as you peel chest forward, find length arch. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, bend in knees. Both arms sweep. Squeeze the ankles and the knees together. Draw the floating ribs together. Electrify your fingertips. Hands come through heart center. Shift weight into your right foot, left heel lifts towards your left seat. Pitch the heart forward as you reach your left foot back. Warrior 3. Spiral the inner left thigh up towards the ceiling. Push out through the heel, reach out through crown. Now gently bend the right knee. Step the left foot way back. Inhale, both arms sweep, high crescent pose. Transforming high crescent into warrior 1. Heel to right foot to the right. Left foot swings down to 45. Drive right hip back as you drive the left hip forward. Lift the frontal hip points up. Gaze up, lift your heart up. Exhale, the hands come behind the back. Interlace, puff chest as you broaden across the collarbones. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from hips. Lead with heart. As right shoulder passes right knee, then begin to round, lengthen the whole spine, up and out of pelvic bowl. You can also set your torso on top of the right thigh. Grounding down to lift up. Roll spine up, both arms sweep up. Hands to hips as you straighten through your right leg. Scoot left foot forward, shorten the stance. Inhale as you find length through the spine. Exhale, hinge from hips, lead with heart. Hands come down to mat. Breathe into the hamstrings. Lift the kneecaps up. Firm pelvic floor muscles from navel to spine. Maybe lifting up onto your fingertips. Straighten through both your arms, round in your upper spine. Plug the right femur head bone into the right hip socket. See if you can float the right foot off of the mat just an inch. Gently set the right foot back down. Walk the hands to the right. Lengthen the spine up and out of pelvic bowl. Breathe into your lower back. Left hand plants. Outer edge of the right foot. Use a block if you need it. Right hand to the sacrum to stabilize your pelvic bowl. Roll your right shoulder back. Optional, maybe right arm extends up as you twist. Gaze at right fingertips. Beautiful. Exhale, both hands back down to mat. Shift weight forward into right foot, standing splits or supported warrior three. Right hand can come behind the right ankle, draw forehead towards chin, re-extend the left heel up towards the ceiling. Now you could just step left foot forward to meet right foot. Or if you'd like to dabble in handstand, hands plant, middle fingers in line, thumbs in line, right heel lifts, arms straight, push the floor away. Connect the legs together at the top. Squeeze legs together at the top, reach out to the balls of the feet. Butt back, feet forward, figure seven, hollow back. And gently set the feet back down onto mat. Inhale as you peel chest forward, find length, arch spine. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, bend in knees. Both arms sweep. Hands come through heart center. Shift weight into left foot, right heel lifts. Pitch hard forward as you reach right foot back. Spiral inner right thigh up towards ceiling. Push out through heel, reach out through crown. Gently bend left knee. Right foot steps way back. Inhale, both arms sweep. High crescent pose. A little bend in that right knee is fine to keep the hips neutral. Heel toe the left foot to the left. Right foot swings down to a 45. Now work to straighten through that right leg. Drive right hip forward as you drive the left hip back. Lift the frontal hip points up. Gaze up, lift your heart up. Hands come behind the back, interlace. Opposite them on top, puff chest as you inhale. Exhale, hinge from hips. Lead with heart as left shoulder passes left knee. Then begin to round, lengthen the whole spine. Up and out of pelvic bowl, breathe into your lower back. Again, feel free to just set torso on top of the left thigh. Grounding down to lift up. Roll the spine up, both arms sweep up. Hands to hips as you straighten through left leg. Scoot right foot forward, shorten stance. Inhale as you find length. Exhale to hinge from hips. Lead with heart. Hands down to mat. Lift kneecaps up, firm pelvic floor, firm navel to spine. Conduct that energy up through your foundation and lengthen the spinal column up and out of your pelvic bowl as you fold. Maybe lifting up onto fingertips. Straighten through both arms, round and upper spine. Plug left femur head bone into left hip socket. See if you can float. Left foot off of the mat just an inch. Good idea to use blocks here too if you need. Gently set the left foot back down. That's for Mula Bandha activation. Again, firming of the pelvic floor. Walk the hands to the left. It's really hard, but it will transform your practice. Right hand plants. Outer edge of left foot. Left hand to sacrum. Stabilize your pelvic bowl. Roll your left shoulder back. So this is a closed twist, and you're engaging all the same muscles that work to articulate the spine up into handstand. Maybe left arm extends up as you twist. This one can be a little dizzying, challenging at first, so be patient with yourself as you learn how to navigate. Exhale, both hands back down to mat. Shift weight forward into left foot. Right leg sweeps up, standing splits. So again, you're going to plug the femur head bone into the hip socket as you hop, just as we did in Parsvasana Pyramid, and then utilize the same muscles we engaged with the twist to articulate the spine up, or just step that right foot forward and know that you're building infrastructure for a future practice. Hands plant. Lift that left heel up. Right leg lifts. Push the floor away. You can pause in a warrior three, find the balance, and then connect the legs together at the top. Squeeze legs together. Reach out through the balls of the feet. Slowly lower as butt comes back, feet come forward. Figure seven. Gently release. Inhale as you peel chest forward, find leg arch. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, bend knees. Both arms sweep. This time, shift weight into the big toe mounds. Heels lift, slowly lower it down. Knees open wide, reach your arms straight through. Gently take a seat, foot your feet. Knees can stay bent or straighten through both legs. Inhale as you lower. Exhales to lift. Inhales to lower. Exhales to lift. Once more, inhales, lower. Pause and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in, start to take some rocks. Feet will come wide, reach your arms through. Malasana Squat. Elbows inner thighs, press the elbows into the inner thighs. Press the palms together, broaden across the chest. Now you could just step the left foot back. Or option 2, take a little crow pose. And then you can set down, step left foot back, or shift weight into right shin, left leg extends back, Ekapada Bak. And then step left foot back. Right foot steps between the palms. Make your way into a low lunge, and left foot swings down to a 45. Heel to arch alignment. Windmill it up, leading with your left arm for warrior 2. Bend deeply into the right knee. Relax the shoulders. Re-extend energetically out through fingertips. Tuck the chin and re-extend out through crown. Flip the right palm. Reverse your warrior, left hand to thigh or calf. Stay deeply bent in the right knee. Lengthen through the right side body. Inhale as you rise. Right elbow, right thigh, left arm extends forward. Extended side angle. Feel free to stay here the whole time, yogis. Maybe left hand reaches back behind for the right thigh, half bind. Right hand, instep right foot. There is a full bind. Right arm can thread underneath the right leg for the full bind. Maybe left foot steps forward. Press up, lift up, root to rise. Bird of paradise. Straighten through standing, and then straighten through lifted. Send in breath, send in Ujjayi. Proud conquerors breath. Slowly lower birds. Pressing down through right foot. Shift weight forward into crown. Left leg extends back. Bound half moon pose on your way back. Step it way back. Release bind, rise warrior 2, and straighten through right leg as you rise. Heel toe, left foot forward, shorten the stance. Now deepen in the right hip crease. Extend the right arm forward, reach. Right hand to ankle, shin floor. Left arm extends up, gaze up at the left fingertips, deep Ujjayi breaths. Continuously wrap that right seat underneath you. Tuck the chin and re-extend out through crown. Now, the half moon is triangle pose on one foot. So really, really imprint triangle. Maybe even close your eyes. Send energy out through all extremities. And when you're ready, open those eyes up again. Bend right knee, lean weight forward, press up, lift up, float left leg up. Half moon pose. Push out through heel, reach out through crown, maybe bend left knee. Reach back with left hand for left foot. Kick the foot into the hand, slingshot the heart forward towards the front of the room. And then just for fun, releasing Chapasana, re-extend the left leg back. Now kick left foot to the left and slowly lower the left foot down to meet the right. A not too often looked at trajectory in the microcosm. Inhale as you peel chest forward, find length, arch spine. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, bend in knees, both arms sweep. Again, shift weight into the big toe mounds, heels lift. Slowly lower it down, knees open wide, reach your arms straight through, gently take a seat, float your feet, knees can stay bent or straighten through the legs. Inhales as you lower, exhales to lift, inhales to lower, exhales to lift, once more lower, hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug knees in, start to take some rocks, forward and back. Feet come wide, reach your arms through, Malasana Squat, elbows inner thighs, press palms together. Broaden across the heart space. Again, you can just step the right foot back. The intention is to warm up the core so we have transference of energy through the midsection, and also to open up the inner thighs for the external standing postures. But if you want even more heat, especially in the shoulders, upper half, knees come high up and in. Bakasana, lean weight forward, lift one or both feet. Maybe shift weight into the left shin, right knee comes unglued, extend the right leg back. Ekapada Bakasana. Step the right foot way back. Left foot steps between the palms. Right foot swings down to a 45. Heel to arch alignment. Hips external. Windmill it up, leading with the right arm. Warrior 2. You can kind of bounce into your deepest lunge. Make sure that the left knee is directing towards the outermost toes of the left foot. Wrap your left seat underneath, relax the shoulders, and re-extend out through fingertips. Tuck the chin, re-extend out through crown. Flip the left palm, reverse your warrior, right hand to thigh or calf. Lengthen through left side body, breathe into left side body. Inhale as you rise. Left elbow, left thigh, right arm extends forward. Extended side angle. Right hand can reach back for the half bind. Feel free to stay here the whole time. Left hand instep left foot, there is a full bind. Full binders, maybe take flight, right foot steps forward. Center of mass directly over your foundation. Ride the rooting and rebending forces up. Straighten through standing, and then straighten through lifted. And this is an intense external rotation of femur, head bone, and hip socket. So take it in stride. Just go as far as feels comfortable. Birds slowly lower. No rush to samadhi. You're infinite. Shift weight forward into crown. Right leg extends back. Bound half moon pose on your way back. Stepping it way back. Release the bind, rise. Straighten through that left leg as you rise. Heel toe right foot forward, shorten stance, deepen in left hip crease, extend left arm forward to reach. Let the left hand fall down, ankle shin floor, right arm extends up and twist. Another great place to use a block too if you need it. We do have, most of us, shorter arms than legs, so feel free to bring the energy of the earth up to you. Deep Ujjayi breaths here in triangle pose. Can you close your eyes and visualize yourself sending energy from your power center, solar plexus, equally out all extremities, arms, legs, and head, out through crown. Keeping this engagement, this electricity. Gently bend the left knee. Lean weight forward, press up, lift up, float the right leg up, right hip stacks. Again, half moon is your triangle, balanced on one foot. Maybe bend right knee, reach back with the right hand for the right foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Slingshot the heart forward towards the front of the room. Beautiful, gently release. Re-extend right leg back. Kick right foot out to the right. It's a tricky trajectory. And then slowly lower right foot to meet left foot at the front of the mat. All right, walk the feet to the outer edges of the mat, bend deeply into both knees. Malasana Squat. So, a couple options. You can, of course, take your Bakasana, shoot it back. I'm going to offer out a couple options to take it up into handstand from here. You can take a quick tuck jump from the top, or you can imprint or integrate what we just worked on from half moon. A little flare kick with both legs out wide. Make sure that you have space on either side. Hands plant. You can even kind of bend in the knees if you need to, if you have tight hamstrings. And then as you kick, legs come out wide, both simultaneously in opposing directions. Like so. And eventually, we'll stack the hips up, roll the hips up over shoulders, and stick it. Handstander, so you can spirit drop, or lower it back down again, straddle. Maybe feet to forearms. Toe tap. To Bakasana. Oh, touch the mat. Touch the lava. Gaze forward, shoot the head forward as you shoot the feet back. Landing with bent elbows. Forelimb staff. Inhale to your Urdhva Mukha. And exhaling Adho Mukha. Again, always feel free to just step back plank and Vinyasa. You can also just skip vinyasas from downward facing. Right leg extends as you inhale. Exhale, step the right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Left knee lowers. Forearms lower. Ease into the hip stretch. Nod the hips from side to side. Right hand to right knee. Gaze over right shoulder. Come onto fleshy part of left knee. Bend left knee. Reach back with right hand for left foot. Press heel towards seat. The foot may or may not be there, and that doesn't matter. Non-attachment to the forearms. Gently release. Walk the right foot back through midline and straighten through the right leg. You can stay here in your Ardha Hanuman, half splits, or maybe slide right foot forward as you walk the left foot back. Keep scissoring thighs together, activating Mula Bandha, firming pelvic floor muscles. Lots of speak of Mula Bandha. It's a really important bandha. Here especially also for protecting your pelvic floor muscles. When you're complete with your splits, a little bit of extra credit for those of you that have super deep splits. You can tuck your left toes, lift your left knee up, drive left hip forward as you drive the right hip back. Maybe even float the arms up to really check your Mula Bandha strength. When you're complete, rebend right knee, walk right foot behind your left wrist. Release the right knee behind the right wrist. Gaze back at the left leg in line with the hip. Inhale as you find length through the spine, exhaling to forward fold it. Always feel free to draw your right heel back towards the inner groin to lessen the intensity, and of course, you can always draw your foot forward more to intensify. Send breath in, elbows out to the sides, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Notice what comes up with loving appreciation. A couple more deep Ujjayi breaths here. Feel free to stay in your half pigeon if you'd like. Those of you that would like to entertain the back bend, start to walk the hands back in. Again, since we're moving into the back bend, you can draw that heel in a little bit towards the groin. Now bending in the left knee, reach back with the left hand for the left foot. Horseshoe grip, press heel towards seat. Always a good idea to open up the hip flexors and quads first before moving into the back bend, so that your hips are as grounded as can be before we move into the thoracic spine opening. Gently release. A little bit of extra credit, you can reach the right hand back behind and catch your right foot. And this is to ensure that your hips stay neutral. Then bend left knee. Again, reach back with the left hand for the left foot. Maybe work the flip grip. Also feel free to use a strap here. Again, feel free to skip all of the above. This took months and months of excavation to come into manifestation. So be patient. The elements will rearrange with persistent practice. Gently release. Walk the hands in, everybody. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee up, plant down through the palms, lift your hips up. Now slide the right leg over to your left. Set the right hip down, walk the hands to the right, left forearm lowers, gently twist. Bringing the spine out of toxins, deep Ujjayi breaths. And this is especially noticeable in the psoas, the muscle that connects your leg to your trunk. Back through to center. Pressing down through the forearms, drag the right hip back behind you, breathe into your psoas. Really, really important muscle. You use it if you walk, but you'll most definitely feel this stretch if you hike or if you jog. Walking the hands back in, hands plant a foot in front of your right hip, press down through all 4 points of energy. It's kind of like you're pitching a tent. Now left foot swings down to a 45. Left arm extends straight forward, variation of plank. From here, roll your left shoulder back. You can slide that right foot out to the side. Fall in triangle pose. A little bit of a side bend, maybe even a back bend. Option 2, float right foot up. Left hand can catch the outer edge. Vishvamitrasana. Gently release. Rebend right knee, left hand plant. Keep right leg up and back. Hip circles, ankle circles. Maybe you rotate onto the outer edge of the left foot. Get light in your right hand. Float a tree, maybe. Also feel free to lower a forearm or lower a shin to the ground. Option 2, yogi toe lock. Maybe releasing the right foot. Right foot can step back behind for your wild thing. Press down through both feet. Lift the hips up, expand across the heart center. Roll it back into your downward facing Adho Mukha. Lift heels, bend knees, roll spine forward into your plank pose. Exhale, lower through Chaturanga. Hug the elbows in. Inhale into your Urdhva Mukha, roll shoulders back, puff chest. Exhale, roll over toes. Hips rise up and back, downward facing dog pose. Notice the difference between sides. Inhale, left leg extends. Exhale, step left foot to the outer edge of the left hand. Right knee lowers. Forearms lower, ease into the hip stretch. Nod the hips from side to side. Send that breath into all of these spaces. Every sensation is an invitation to expand the heart's consciousness. Right? Intelligent fitness. Left hand to left knee. Knee reach back with the left hand for the right foot and press your right heel towards your right seat. Quad stretch, hip flexor stretch. You're even getting a twist and a heart opener. Maybe even an inner thigh stretch on the left leg. Gently release. So many opportunities to share life force energy. Walk the left foot back through midline and straighten through the left leg. Option 2, slide left foot forward as you walk the right foot back. So we combine fitness with our deep stretching to create the rite of passage, the internal environment necessary to safely navigate into deeper depths of being. Optional, maybe bend the right knee, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee up. Gently untuck the toes. Maybe float the arms up. Again, this is deep hip opening, but also reinforcing Mula Bandha engagement to protect all of the space we create. Rebending in the left knee. When you're complete with your splits, walk left foot behind right wrist, release left knee behind left wrist, half pigeon pose. Gaze back at right leg in line with hip, inhale as you find length, exhaling to forward fold it. You really want to use up all of the heat that you create too, so that you find a balance between the masculine and the feminine in your practice. Optional, feel free to stay here. Again, remember to relax the shoulders, relax your face. If there's another muscle group that's engaging, it causes the region of the body that we're seeking to open up to unnecessarily engage. So the whole body feels empathy with itself. Those of you that would like to navigate into the back bend, start to walk the hands back in. Again, you can walk your left heel back in towards your inner groin to lessen the intensity of the hip stretch. Bending in the right knee, reach back with the right hand for the right foot, press heel towards seat. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Into the hip flexors, quadriceps. Release. Now, this is one of my favorite safety measures to maintain neutrality in the pelvic bowl. Left hand can reach across the lower back, catch your left big toe, just by your outer right hip. Then bend right knee, reach back with the right hand for the right foot. Even if you're just here, getting comfortable with this position, which can be slightly awkward at first, then maybe use a strap or flip grip overhead at Raja Kapotasana, named after the pigeon who has the proud, busted wide open chest, right? And then gently release when you're complete. Tuck the back toes, engage the right thigh. Pressing down through the palms, lift the hips up, slide left leg to the right, set the left hip down, walk your hands to the left. Now, little trick, make sure that you keep the legs active and engaged. Right forearm can lower. Inhale as you elongate through the spine, and exhaling to twist deeper. Back through to center. Pressing down through the forearms like in Sphinx pose. Actually drag your left hip back behind. You should feel it in the muscle that connects your leg to your trunk. Walking the hands back in, hands plant a foot in front of left hip. Press up, lift your hips up, variation of plank. Now right foot swings down to a 45. Right arm extends forward, roll the right shoulder back. Fall in triangle pose, and then this is really tricky. This is some deep core engagement. Maybe float left foot up. It might just be an intention today. Right hand can catch the outer edge of the left foot. Reach it forward towards the front of the room. Unsupported Vijvamitrasana. Release, rebend left knee, right hand plants. Sweep the left leg up and back. Open it out. Rotate down to outer edge of right foot. Get light in your left hand. Roll your left hip, your left shoulder to stack. You can float a tree. Again, feel free to lower down onto a forearm, or you can lower the right shin. Another variation, yogi toe lock. Maybe releasing left foot steps back behind, pressing down through both feet. Lift the hips up for your wild thing. Roll it back into your downward facing. From downward facing dog pose. Lift heels, bend knees. Roll spine forward into your plank pose. Exhale, lower through Chaturanga. Hug in the elbows. Inhale into your Urdhva Mukha. Roll the shoulders back, puff chest. And exhale, roll over toes. Hips rise up and back, downward facing dog pose. From downward facing, couple options. So you could, if you want to, literally step to the front of the mat and take a little squat. Sit down. Baby steps. All right, now another option. Maybe you work the jump through. So you'll swing the head through the arms like a doggy door. Jump through, like so. Those of you that want even more of a challenge can take your downward facing dog pose, hop up into a handstand, and work a slow controlled descent down and through the arms. Fingers are your brakes. find the hips directly over shoulders, stacking over wrists, and then slowly lower it down. And gently release. Take a seat. And extending the legs forward. I'll be mirroring you for the seated sequence. Draw your right leg in. Right leg comes up and over your left leg. You can keep the left leg extended or lean onto your left seat and slide the left heel back towards your outer right hip. Right hand behind the sacrum. Use your left hand to hug the right knee into your chest. Maybe left arm extends up. Exhale, left elbow, outer edge of right knee. Firm navel in as you twist. Options, maybe left arm threads through, find the bind. You can even straighten through the right leg if you'd like. Rebending in the right knee. Another option for an arm balance if you should so choose. Lifting up onto the left shin, hands can plant. If you're brand new to this arm balance, place your whole femur bone on top of the triceps. Float the feet up, maybe extend the legs. Eventually, you'll be off of the right elbow, left elbow mid-thigh. Ekapada Kundanyasana. Rebend in the knees, set back down if you lifted up into the arm balance, and counter twist to your left. You can forward fold if you'd like. Back through to center and stack the knees. If this is too intense, simple cross-legged position is fine. You can stay seated upright, you can forward fold this, or arm variation. Feel free to use a strap. Right arm extends, bend elbow. Reach left hand up back for fingertips. Inhale as you find length, and exhaling to forward fold it. This is deep. Again, we are defragmenting, reprogramming all that came up throughout the practice. Rolling the spine back up through to seated. And release the arms. Hands come back behind, straighten legs out in front. Bounce knees, windshield wiper the feet. Draw your left leg in. Left leg can come up and over the right thigh. Feel free to keep the right leg straight or lean onto the right seat. Slide the right heel back towards your outer left hip. Left hand behind the sacrum. And again, you can just hug the left thigh into your chest. Feel free to stay here. Maybe inhale, right arm extends. Exhale, right elbow, outer edge of left knee. Firm navel as you twist. And feel free to stay here. Or right arm can thread through your left leg, reach back for fingertips or a wrist. You can also straighten through left leg. Fun stuff. Origami in your body. Rebending the left knee. Still practicing ahimsa, of course. Gently release, lovingly expanding consciousness. Those of you that want to take the arm balance, you can, if you need to, use that left elbow right underneath the hip. So both of the arms are underneath the femur bone. Bend and straighten. Maybe eventually you're off of the left elbow here. Ekapada Kundanyasana. Rebend and gently set back down. So glorious for lower spine release. Walk the hands over to the right. Forward fold if you'd like. You'll also build strength surrounding that space. Back through to center. Stack the knees, heels towards outer hips. Simple cross-legged position is fine. Maybe left arm extends up. Bend the elbow, reach right hand up the back for the fingertips. Use a strap if you need it. Again, you can forego the arm variation. Inhale as you find length. Exhale, forward fold. Grounding down to lift up. Roll the spine up. Release the arms. You can shake them out a little bit. Hands come back behind. Straighten legs out in front. Bounce the knees and windshield wiper the feet. Slide the flesh of the bum out from underneath. Inhale as you sweep the hands out and up. And exhale to forward fold. Rolling the spine back up. All right, so just a little tiny bit of core, just a little teensy weensy bit. Hands come forward and in front of your thighs, right around the knees. Straighten through the arms, tent up onto the fingertips, round in the upper spine. Now float the feet up and pulse here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set back down. Extra credit, those of you that want it, lean weight forward, press up, lift up, see if you can float it up, L sit. Gently set back down. Slide the feet in. Press your feet into the ground. Extend the arms forward. Inhale as you slowly lower the spine down. Pause and pulse here. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it the rest of the way down. Now, walk your feet in right behind your seat. Fingertips feel to graze the ankles. Press up, lift up, roll the spine up, sweep the arms up, flowing through your bridge. Exhales to slowly lower. Inhales to lift you up. Exhales to slowly lower. Once more, press up, lift up. Stay lifted, hands come behind the back, interlace, draw shoulder blades together, press chest towards chin. Maybe from here, lower the hips down on top of the thumbs to accentuate the heart space opening. Press it up, lift it up. Stay here or release the interlace. Hands alongside ears. Press up, lift up onto the crown of the head. First pause. Walk the hands in a little bit closer. Press up, lift up the rest of the way up to your full Urdhva Dhanurasana. Push the heart towards the back of the room. Breathe into the thoracic spine. Receive the invitations as they're given. Tucking the chin. Back of the head to the mat first. Release the interlace if you're still in bridge. Lift the heels up, slow roll the spine down. Sit bones lower very last. Windshield wiper knees. To release, you need to lower back. Hug the right knee in, extend the left leg out. Scoot the hips to the right, draw the right knee over to your left. Stack right hip on top of left hip, roll right shoulder to the ground. Breathe into your lower back, side body, and rib cage. Twists, counterbalance, our back bending practice. Massaging the spongy intervertebral discs, which get slightly compressed in the lower back when we back bend. Come back through to center. Perfectly normal, just be sure to counterbalance. Hug left knee in, extend right leg out. Scoot the hips to the left, draw the left knee to the right, stacking left hip on top of right hip, roll left shoulder to the ground. Breathe into your lower back, side body rib cage. Back through to center. Hug left knee in, hug right knee in, extend legs straight up, wrap elbows in, pressing down through the upper arms, tuck the chin, lift the hips up, shoulder stand. Press chest towards chin, breathe into the back of the neck, cervical spine. Maybe lower the feet down for your Halasana plow, interlace fingers behind the back, press the palms together. Option to bend the knees around the ears, Karnapidasana. Ear squeeze pose. And gently release the interlace, slow roll the spine down one vertebra at a time. Hands come underneath your bum. Legs come down to the ground, press down through your forearms, and lift the chest up, let the head reach back, crown to the ground. Breathe into the front of your throat, and gently release. Happy baby pose. Grab outer edges of feet, rock gently from side to side. And when you're ready, extending the legs out, feet flop open, palms face up, close the eyes. Take up lots of space, scoot props aside. Take a nice deep inhalation in through the nose. And exhale, side out the mouth, let it go. Letting the breath come naturally as you absorb all of the benefits of your practice. And feel free to rest in stillness for as long as you need. Thank you for practicing with me today. Hope you enjoyed the practice, and we'll see you next time on your yoga mat. Namaste.